Hey guys, I was recently asked about how to fix spinal flexion when you do your deadlifts. Rounding of the back when you're doing your deadlifts is a big problem. You don't want to load up your spine in that flex position. So you need to groove or learn the pattern of the hip hinge with a nice straight back before you start loading it up. I've got 3 exercises for you that are going to do exactly that. First, with a dowel. Dowel goes on your spine. Contact with the back of your head, contact with your tailbone. Knees slightly bent, take a bow. Hold that contact with the dowel as you do the reps on the back of your head and on your tailbone. Finish tall with the hips at the top. Those repetitions will start to groove this hip hinge pattern. Next, we're going to do a deadlift reach out. All right, so a lot of times I'll use the cue of a laser pointing out of the front of your chest. When you're standing, the chest, that laser is pointing straight at the wall in front of you. Once you take a bow, the laser should be pointing to the floor. All right, so point that laser to the floor, but reach out as you do it, and pull back to tall. Reach out into the deadlift position, hip hinge, and come back up to tall. Lastly, let's get some load in there. So we'll use a light med ball. 10-pound med ball will be great to groove this pattern. Hold the medicine ball just at your waist level. Shoulders are nice in a straight posture there. They're not rounded forward. Because if those shoulders start to go, everything's going to go from there. Keep the shoulders flat. Now just take a bow. Let the ball go down to shin level. Come back up to tall hip position, and then back down. A couple of things to keep in mind. Make sure you don't overcompensate and let yourself go into an anterior pelvic tilt where your pelvis drops this way. Now you're doing it in this position. You want to stay away from that. You want a nice flat back as you go into that position. All right, nice flat versus arched and round, and the opposite of the rounded position that we're trying to fix. And then lastly, finish your deadlifts. A lot of people, they come back up and they don't get that finish of the hips forward. Think about trying to pinch a penny with the glutes, with your butt cheeks at the top of that position. All right? That's going to get you an edge on your competition. It's going to fix your deadlifts. You're going to take that and get it into your next deadlift workout. Thanks.